Today we're going to stick with the European the Union clown car uh, crash. It's like uh, yeah, it's a demolition derby with that they're playing with themselves here. So it's getting interesting. They had the unmitigated stupidity of declaring war on Elon Musk and X/Twitter. Uh, what they don't realize, apparently, or maybe they do, is that the vast majority of Europeans are getting their news primarily from their information. News doesn't even mean anything anymore. They're getting their information primarily from X, from Twitter, from social media, much more so than the corporate media. So, it's it's I don't know how they think they're going to put that toothpaste back in the tube. I don't know if they're planning to start like Chinese CCP style draconian censorship to ban social media and arrest people for having VPNs, which everybody in Europe has a VPN. That's kind of how they do business in Europe. I mean, if they try to ban VPNs and clamp down on social media and on VPN use, they're going to shut down their whole economy, which is kind of shutting itself down right now because they have no money, you know. So this is all. I think this is a direct response to the Trump administration releasing that defense security statement that said the EU was no longer a priority for us, that NATO was no longer a priority for us, and it's like, you kids are on your own. Good luck with that. You know, I mean, Trump is working on starting he's bringing Russia back into the G7 and making it the G8 again, which is, you know, and I don't know why, but for some reason the European leaders, God, how can you even call these people leaders? They're buffoons and clowns. But their response, because they've lost control of the narrative, because people are getting their information from X, they're not getting their information from their propaganda mockingbird media. So they're going to go after Elon Musk. Well, you know, I don't know what to make of Elon Musk. Never met the guy. Kind of don't think I want to meet the guy. But you know, I would put my money on him winning this one rather than the clown car. You know, it's like they should have little like horns and you know, in their clown car. Maybe unicycles. They should go have demolition derbies on unicycles. But yeah, my money's on Musk and X winning this one. They've got nothing. All they're doing by declaring war on X and on social media is showing everybody that they've been neutered, they've been castrated, they've lost control of the narrative. They got nothing, and they're, by making this a big public display, all they're doing is bringing attention to the fact that they're a bunch of ass clowns on unicycles having a demolition derby in a circus ring. So, anyway, I guess that's my take on it. Let's see what the cards have to say. Who's going to win this cage match? It's a cage match. What do they call it now? WWE cage match. The Clown Cars posse versus Elon Musk. I'm not sure what the cards are going to say about this. Interesting, though. I'm from Sweden, and we have weapons. Uh, yeah, my family's from Sweden too, and we have weapons too. I'm not sure what your point is, but good for you. I know the Norwegians have a lot of guns. That's kind of interesting. And we have fight Russian. Good luck with that. We have fight Russian before. Yeah, yeah. And what did the Finns have to do to keep Russia out? They had to suck Nazi butt. I mean, come on, yeah. You fought the Russians and kept the Russians out with the help of the goddamn Nazi Third Reich. But hey, you know, maybe Mertz can help you out. Jesus Christ. And Putin now, that was we have. Uh, what you don't have, I think, is a very good Google Translates program. You got a egghead. Oh, I, I guess. I got an egghead. Wow, I'm happy. I've got trolls. Which, I love all you that are saying hi back, but the trolls, you're fun. Yeah, you go. So you think you're gonna give Mertz a Hummer, and he'll give you a reach around? Yeah, that's gonna work out well for you. Jesus Christ. Yeah, yeah. You go ahead. You go ahead. Uh, so, did you really keep the Russians out when the Nazis pretty much took over your country? What was his name? Quisling in Norway. How'd that work out for Quisling? Oh, come on. I believe they kind of used him for like spare parts. He didn't have a very happy ending. So, oh, interesting. So, let's see what they have to do. You are a lumberjack. Kinda. My grandfather, when his parents came over from Sweden, and he actually learned English working in lumber camps when he was a small kid. He was very, very polite in Swedish, but quite crude in English. He learned interesting language. So let's see what the cards have to say about this. I wouldn't mind being a lumberjack, though. I mean, my family was kind of lumberjacks, so. So, here we have the signifier. And that is a spiritual action. And this overall signifier, or the overall situation is this the Seven of Pentacles, waiting for your crops to mature. And here's the gateway. This is the Chariot. This is action. This is battle. This is going into battle. This is movement. So yeah, it's interesting. All right. The root card is the Four of Swords. So people have been waiting for this for a while. Whatever's happening, people have been preparing for it. And the Nine of Wands is the present moment, and that is people. You've been through a lot. You've almost come to the end of the war. You're on like the last battle, and you're beaten up, you're broken, and you're limping along. Wow. Wow, back. I'm. En tu español. Hablo un poco español, pero viví en americano latino para 4 años y puedo hablar mejor que yo hablo. Mi español is mal. That one I know. So here's the future, the psychological future, the King of Wands. That's kind of like a mature passion. And here's the future, is the Queen of Swords, which is This is interesting. I'm not sure what to make of it. Here's the fears. Heartbreak. Three of Swords. Here we've got the astrological energy, and that's the Four of Cups. And that's that is interesting because there's something people are missing. There's something right in front of our faces that we're all missing. And here is our desires. We're like, we basically don't know what the fuck we want. That's what that's saying. And lots and lots of kings and queens and knights and stuff. And this is the final outcome, the King of Cups, which is interesting because the signifier is the Knight of Cups. So here, this modifies fears, it modifies heartbreak. This modifies another Knight, Knight of Pentacles. This not modifies the astrological energies. And this modifies the Seven of Cups for desires. And that's, I call this the crying over spilt milk card. This means you see what, oh hey, looks like somebody put a Panamanian flag up. Muy bien. Yeah, somebody figured out where I am, I guess. This is we're too busy mourning what we've lost and not realize what we have. And here, this is the final outcome. Interesting. This is a cheap victory. This is leaving loose ends. This is the loose ends coming back to bite you in the ass. We got a lot of sevens in here today. This is the Seven of Swords. We have the we also have the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. 777. But this one is, see this guy, he's snuck into the camp and he stole 5 of the 7 swords. He left 2 behind. He got out before he finished the job. And he's carrying those heavy swords, and there's 2 guys that are going to grab those 2 swords he left behind and hunt him down. They're not carrying 7 heavy swords, you know. They're gonna catch up with him and give him a bit of problem. So is this if? Yeah, I'm gonna guess that this is. I'm gonna guess that this has been planned. I mean, I think this is some kind of a show, and I'm not sure it was planned by the EU people because if it is, it was unaliving themselves because the EU is just committing political unaliving. I mean, they're just sort of, they're like, they said, what's the stupidest thing we can do today? That's like what they say every time they get together, like when they have dinner at Ursula von der Leyen's house in Brussels. I'm reading earlier this week, what can we do, the one I think nobody watched, what can we do today? What's the dumbest thing we can do today? I know, let's kick ourselves out of Belgium, you know. So I'm thinking that they're not really getting into the spirit of things. But I'm not sure that the Musk administration, that the Trump administration or Musk are exactly going down a spiritual path either. But maybe this is again something that will happen to the people of Europe. They're waiting for the clown car to just quit operating, to have the wheels fall off, and they can just. You know, the collection of clowns can just, you know, try to fix the clown car and just leave the people of Europe alone. And, you know, maybe that's what's going on. And they've been waiting for this for a while. And the Seven of Pentacles as the overall situation means they're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Because it's not over yet. But, you know, again, I'd say this fear being the Three of Swords, that fear is, I think you're going to have have to accept some pain in this process. I think it's unavoidable. We all are. We all are. I have a pretty good idea what's going on with the American economy, that sort of thing. And to USA, hey, hi, sí, soy de Estados Unidos, soy de Minnesota, pero no estuve en Estados Unidos para muchos años. So, but we're going to have to accept the pain. We're going to have to accept what we've got to do to get through this. Because we're at war. And we're not at war with Russia. I know somebody thinks they are, but, saludes. Muchas gracias. But we're at war. I think the people are at war with their leadership, and much more so right now in the EU than in the United States, because somebody in the U.S. position of power is doing a few good things for the people of the U.S. Not everything by a long shot, but enough so that it's unusual. Not enough that I say trust anybody, but if they're doing stuff that helps us out, let's support them on that. And then as soon as they try to stab us in the back, we'll just turn on them too. But we are at war. We are getting through a very difficult time. We've got a ways to go, but we're almost there. We've almost finished this. We're in like the last battle. And it hurts. We're beat up, but we've got what we need. And right now, we have an opportunity. There's a tremendous opportunity that's just right in front of our faces. We just have to see it. And it's going to bring us stability. It's an opportunity for real stability. And I don't think that stability is going to come from any leader, but if any particular leader can help us get there, until he does, or he or she does something otherwise, as long as, like, I'm not crazy about this digital ID shit that I'm hearing about in the United States. That's nasty. It makes me think I'm not going to visit home for a while. But the other things that are happening there, I support them until I don't. I'll support them as long as they're moving in the direction that helps me and the people I love. Then and it could happen overnight. It could happen it might have happened already today. I mean, that digital ID thing is a problem, and but we can get through this. We don't know what we want. I mean, because how can you? It's a freaking it's a theater of the absurd, and our leaders, for the most part, are just carnival barkers. But we have to get past. We have to see what we have. We can't focus on what we're losing, on what we're leaving behind. We have to see what we have still in front of us, and we can get to a very good place. It's doable. This is workable, but we have to finish what we start. This is the biggest warning in the book, in the reading. We have to finish what we start. We can't leave loose ends. Get all 7 of those damn swords. Don't leave 2 behind, because they're the ones that are going to be pierced through your heart. Not finishing what we started is how we make our worst fears come true. So that's all. I guess that's what the cards have to say about that. And thank you all for watching, and it's fun seeing a bunch of you commenting and hi, and yeah, if hopefully I wasn't too sarcastic with the ones I disagreed with. I should be nicer, because I really want to encourage disagreement. And otherwise, take care. Love you all, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend and have a safe making it through to the next week. And I will talk to you probably tomorrow.